Hello everyone, welcome back to Experiment. In this video, we are going to try importing and displaying animations in ER. Let's jump right into the tutorial. First, let's set up a 3D animation in Unity. Make sure the 3D animation you import has an armature or rig as a controller to move your 3D object. In Blender, that's the bounce rig. For practice, you can download a 3D animation from a 3D asset website or use the CubeMan 3D I have provided. Check the link in the video description. Import your 3D model into Unity. Click on your 3D asset in the Assets folder. Then look at the Animation tab in the Inspector. If the 3D preview is not showing, just click or drag the preview handle at the bottom of the inspector. For what I know, there are two types of animation clips. The first type has separate clips for each movement or action, like one clip for walking and another for running. The second type has all actions in a single clip. So walking and running are combined in one clip, like this one, from standing still to walking, then strike to running. If you are an animator working in Blender, you will need to separate each movement into different actions using the action editor. If your animation clips are already split per movement, just adjust the clip names. But if the movements are all in one clip, we need to cut them into separate clip. Here is how. Select the clip, then look at the movements we will split. I am dividing mine into three: idle or standing still at frame 0, walking from frame 1 to 48, and running from frame 49 to 80. For the cutting process, select the clip, duplicate it by clicking the plus button, and rename the new clip. The first one is New Idle to differentiate it from the pre-cut idle in my project. Since it's just one frame, set the start frame to 0 and the end frame to 0 too. Duplicate again for walking. Name it New Walk. Set the start frame to 1 and the end to 48. And don't forget to enable loop type, so the animation will repeat. Duplicate once more for the new run. Start at frame 49 and at 80. And enable loop time too. Don't forget to adjust the number of movements and frame position based on your animation. If the movement don't look right after cutting, tweak the start and end frames again. Once done, click Apply. Second, let's set up the 3D object in the scene. Add an empty game object. I will name it CubeMan. Reset its transform. Then drag your 3D model onto CubeMan and adjust its transform if needed. On the 3D game object, add an animator component. For the animator, we need an animator controller. Create one in Assets, right-click, Create, Animation, and select Animator Controller. And then name it. I will call mine CubeMan Animator. Click the 3D game object and drag the Animator Controller into the Controller field. Open the Animator tab. If you don't see it, go to Window, Animation, and select Animator. With the 3D game object selected, in the Animator, add a new state. Right-click, Create State, and then choose Empty. Click the new state, then in the inspector, rename it. I will call mine Idle for the standing motion. In the motion field, pick the clip we prepared earlier, like idle or new idle from the clip splitting. Add another state called walk. Set its motion to the walking clip. And a final state called run with the running clip. Once again, adjust dash based on your project. To test the animation, click a state, right-click, and then set as layer default step. That means the state will play first when you hit play. In the scene, adjust the camera direction. And then click play. And then you will see the motion in the scene. While it's playing, try to switch to another motion. And it works as expected. Then let's stop it there. Now, how do we control each motion with UI buttons? That's the step 3. Controlling animation with UI. We will need a UI canvas. Set its scale mode to scale with screen so the UI components adapt to the screen resolution. Then add some buttons. One for idle, one for work, and one for run. Select a button, go to its inspector, and in the button component, find on click. Click the plus button to add a new action. Drag your 3D object into the object field. Then under function, select animator and then select play with string parameter. In the empty field, type the state name you want to trigger when the button is pressed. It has to match the animator state name exactly. For the idle button, type idle. Repeat for the walk button with walk and run button with run. Done, let's test it and click play. Try clicking a button and yep, the motion matches. Try another and all the motions work as expected. If you want to display this in ER, here is the final step, ER setup. I'm using Vuforia with an image target method. I have already installed Vuforia and set up markers in this project. Following my video how to make ER in Unity with Vuforia, it's just 7 minutes long. Watch that first if you haven't, then come back here. If you have installed Vuforia, configure the Vuforia engine, and have a marker image in assets, let's process. Add an ER camera and delete the default camera. Then add an image target. I will name mine marker CubeMan. And assign the marker image to the image target behavior. You can grab the marker image from the description link. Next, drag CubeMan into the marker CubeMan game object. Adjust the 3D model's size, position, and rotation. That's it. Hit play. Scan the marker, and when the 3D model appears, click a UI button. Make sure the motion matches the button you click, and yep, it all works perfectly. So how easy was that? If you run into any issues, feel free to write them in the comments. And if you would like to collaborate on a project, contact me through one of the links in the description. What tutorial do you want next? Let me know in the comments too. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you next time.